of Amazon is one of the wealthiest people in the world, with a fortune that has at times eclipsed $200 billion. But his journey to becoming the richest man in the world wasn't without its challenges. In 2019, Bezos made headlines, not for a new business venture, but for something much more personal: his divorce from his wife, Mackenzie Scott. This wasn't just any divorce. It was one of the most high-profile divorces in history, with Mackenzie Scott walking away with a massive portion of Jeff Bezos' fortune. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the story behind their split, how the divorce shook the Bezos empire, and how Mackenzie Scott became one of the richest people on the planet after the settlement. Jeff Bezos and Mackenzie Scott's relationship began long before Amazon's meteoric rise. The two met in the early 1990s when Bezos was working at a hedge fund in New York City. They married shortly after, and Mackenzie played a crucial role in Amazon's early days, even helping to write the first Amazon business plan. As Bezos's partner, Mackenzie was deeply involved in the early operations of the company, though her contributions weren't as widely recognized at the time. While Jeff was focused on turning Amazon into a global e-commerce powerhouse, Mackenzie worked behind the scenes as an essential part of the team, helping with Amazon's growth, and even working as the company's first accountant. She was by his side through the early struggles, as Amazon began as a humble online bookstore in a garage to becoming the trillion-dollar tech giant it is today. In January 2019, the world was shocked when Jeff Bezos announced on Twitter that he and Mackenzie Scott were divorcing after 25 years of marriage. In the statement, Bezos described their relationship as a great love story, but said they had grown apart over time. The announcement sent shockwaves through the media, especially given that Bezos was one of the richest men on Earth at the time, with a fortune that seemed almost unthinkable. At the time of the divorce, Bezos's net worth was estimated at a staggering $137 billion, making him the richest person in the world. The couple had no prenup, which meant that Mackenzie was entitled to half of their marital assets. This divorce was not just a breakup of a marriage, it was a seismic shift in the world of billionaires and the tech industry. After months of speculation, the details of the divorce settlement were finally revealed in April 2019. Mackenzie Scott walked away with 25% of the couple's Amazon stock, about 4% of the company, worth roughly $36 billion at the time. This made her one of the wealthiest women in the world overnight. But here's where things get even more interesting. While Jeff Bezos remained the majority shareholder and CEO of Amazon, Mackenzie's sudden windfall catapulted her into the ranks of the world's richest individuals. She wasn't just a divorcee who walked away with a share of her husband's fortune. She became a power player in her own right, with the wealth and independence to make a huge impact on the world. Mackenzie Scott didn't waste any time after her divorce from Bezos. While she could have easily retreated into a life of luxury and comfort, she chose a very different path. Scott pledged to give away a significant portion of her fortune to charitable causes. In fact, since her divorce, she has become one of the world's most prominent philanthropists, with a commitment to donate at least half of her wealth to charity. By 2021, Scott had given away more than $8 billion in grants to thousands of organizations working on issues such as racial equality, gender equality, climate change, and public health. She has been praised for her no-strings-attached approach to philanthropy, writing large checks to nonprofits and community organizations without demanding control or oversight. Her efforts have made her a highly influential figure in the world of giving. In a statement, Scott explained that she believes in radical generosity and that wealthy individuals like herself should be using their wealth to improve the world. Her ability to shift her focus from personal gain to societal good has earned her respect from both critics and admirers alike. While Mackenzie Scott's wealth and philanthropy have made headlines, the divorce also had a significant impact on Jeff Bezos. Bezos continued his work with Amazon after the split, though his focus began to shift toward new ventures. He invested a significant portion of his wealth into his space exploration company, Blue Origin, and began distancing himself from day-to-day operations at Amazon. Bezos has made it clear that his ultimate goal is to make space exploration more accessible and to help build a future where humanity can live beyond Earth. His personal wealth, even after the divorce, remains massive, but the emotional and financial fallout from the split was clear. Despite this, Bezos has continued to push forward with his ambitious goal. Post-divorce, Mackenzie Scott's life seems to have been transformed in ways few could have predicted. As one of the wealthiest people in the world, she has become a leading example of how someone can take personal wealth and use it to make a lasting impact. Her focus on philanthropy has reshaped the landscape of charitable giving, and her decisions continue to inspire millions around the world. While her former husband, Jeff Bezos, has focused on space exploration and tech innovations, Scott has focused on improving the lives of those who need it most. She has taken her billions and transformed them into a powerful tool for change. Looking back, the Bezos divorce is much more than just a personal matter. It's a story of wealth, power, and transformation. While Bezos continues to lead the tech world with Amazon and his space ventures, Mackenzie Scott has created her own legacy through philanthropy. The way they've each chosen to use their fortune after the split speaks volumes about their character and their respective visions for the future. At the end of the day, the divorce between Jeff Bezos and Mackenzie Scott serves as a reminder that wealth and success are not just about money. It's about the impact you make and the legacy you leave behind. Whether it's advancing technology or giving back to the world, both Bezos and Scott have continued to shape the world, each in their own way. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the billionaire divorce that shocked the world, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the world of business, wealth, and beyond.